November 17th, 2002, it will go down in history as the very first Elimination Chamber, the match that forever changed pro wrestling, a combo of Hell in a Cell and the Royal Rumble and a Battle Royal and War Games and everything intertwined. This is the Spandex StandUps history lesson. 2002, were you watching the product? Like, what was your relationship with wrestling?
So I wasn't watching in 2002. I started watching at the end of 2003.
Okay, so you were close.
Yeah, but what I did was I had LimeWire, and I was downloading a lot of classic matches, and I was addicted specifically to the 2003 Elimination Chamber match.
Okay.
Goldberg in there.
Ooh, okay.
Triple H. It was just, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho. It was brutal. It looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
And that is why this was when I was watching wrestling. Like, I've seen Ready to Rumble. Goldberg was in Ready to Rumble. They yell, wrestling's not fake. Wrestling is clearly fake, but this is not fake. And when you had guys from that era that their priority wasn't protect your body. Their priority was put on the best show. They did some ridiculously stupid things in those first 4 Elimination Chambers.
So it was introduced as part of the Raw. It was a Raw brand exclusive. Storyline wise, this is a Eric Bischoff creation, and they didn't know what they were doing at first. You know, the structure was not forgiving whatsoever. And a lot of the guys in that first match walked away with some pretty bad injuries.
Yeah, for those that don't know what the Elimination Chamber, especially this first version of it, now it kind of looks like a playground in there. There's padding.
Yeah.
They've found where there are very dangerous metal things that could injure a person. But this first version, it almost felt like they it's this creation that surrounds the ring. And so when you get out of the ring, you're not hitting the floor the way you normally would. You're just walking out on a metal platform. And then that metal platform is, it's all closed in by a cage. And then everyone, on each ring post, on all 4 ring posts, is an additional miniature cage that 4 wrestlers will be in. One will be in each of these, and then they're slowly released. So it's a big cage with 4 cages inside of it, all surrounding this ring. And
so let me hit you with a couple of the facts about the structure.
Yeah.
So it originally cost six weeks to make from the blueprints they designed. It cost $250,000 to construct the first one. It was built in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It was 16 feet high by 36 feet in diameter and weighed 16 tons. 10 of those tons were from the steel used for the structure.
And probably the floor and then the framing.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of chain link, but yeah.
Yeah, so each inner chamber consists of 3 large steel frame sheets of plexiglass, the 225 per sheet. The chains are 2 miles long and weigh 6 tons. The chains total 2 miles. There we go. All right, sorry, I don't know. I can't read. A 50-foot flatbed truck transported the chamber. They assembled it in 8 hours in the arena once they actually got it to where it was going. 8 motors were used to just suspend the structure over the ring before the event. these matches can only be held in certain arenas because of the size. There's certain arenas that they cannot hold these events at because the structure will not fit in.
Wow.
So that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. And now that they're actually taking safety into account, it feels like it's gotten a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So let's talk actual first Elimination Chamber. It was the first Survivor Series under the brand extension, where we got the difference between Raw and SmackDown. This was right after the WCW, ECW invasion, and all that calmed down, so they split the rosters in half. Oddly enough, it was the first pay-per-view held when the company went from WWF to WWE. So that's fun.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was the first one.
First one. They also, the first Survivor Series to feature the World Heavyweight Champion, because it was now the Raw's belt, and the WWE belt went over to SmackDown and was WWE Championship. It's so funny to see people write about wrestling that's not wrestling fans.
Right.
The event featured 7 professional wrestling matches with outcomes predetermined by script writers.
Like, thanks, dude. Wrestling's not fake.
So the main feud heading into Survivor Series was Triple H, RVD, Booker T, Kane, Jericho, and Shawn Michaels battling over the Big Goldie World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, I love that was for the first Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. And in an incredible lineup of legends.
And I've seen the behind-the-scenes footage where they're like walking up to the structure, and these wrestlers that had so many years combined were scared. Mm-hmm. They were shook of the structure. Yeah, unlike anything they've seen before. You know, these guys have, like, if RVD and Triple H and Shawn Michaels are worried,
they had to have no idea what they were getting themselves into. I mean, you know, Shawn Michaels had done Hell in a Cell matches. Triple H had done Hell in a Cell matches. RVD is a little wild. So I feel like all of those guys, I'm surprised Booker T agreed to do that match. You know, he was relatively new to the company. He
wasn't in there long either. Like, Booker T was like, got in and got out.
Yeah.
I do remember.
He was new there, right? Because from WCW. So
the main thing is this is the, so it started off with Triple H and Van Dam. So again, we had Triple H, Rob Van Dam, Kane, Jericho, Booker T, and HBK. Legends on legends. Mm-hmm. All Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Even though Jericho said he doesn't want to go in the Hall of Fame. Whatever.
What a liar.
So Triple H and Van Dam started it. This is when Triple H almost got pretty wrecked in this. RVD had a frog splash and actually crushed his larynx. So Triple H did this match like barely breathing. So welcome to this new match. I hope you survive.
Gosh, Triple H. That's what gets you Chief Content Officer.
He legitimately damaged his throat. Booker T, Jericho would enter the match. Kane would then enter the match, and then Michaels would come in, and then just chaos would go on. You know, of course, Kane was that monster back then, so he dominated quite a bit of it. Van Dam was the first one to get eliminated. Booker T eliminated him while they legitimately were checking on Triple H with his throat. Like, dude was messed. They should have eliminated him. Booker T, short-lived. He's eliminated next. And then they had the last, it was Michaels, Kane, Triple H, and Jericho left. Then Kane would get eliminated.
And this was right.
Jericho.
And this was right as Shawn Michaels was returning.
Yeah, because so this was short, like pretty shortly after him and Triple H's. They're still feuding, right?
They did that. Oh, they feuded for years. Yeah. They feuded.
This was just getting started.
Because their feud ended at Hell in a Cell. No, at Bad Blood 2004.
Oh,
so okay. We're in 2002 still.
Yeah.
So SummerSlam 2002. They feuded for 2 years while feuding with other people in between. It was a really great era.
Shout out to Triple H for sucking it up and being the last one eliminated. Shawn Michaels hit him with Sweet Chin Music last to win Big Goldie, which you don't really think about Shawn Michaels being the World Heavyweight Champion a lot, you know?
No, because he was definitely WWE champion during that era. But when you think about world heavyweight champion, no, I mean, he went for it a lot. And, when he got back, it was a way to kind of put him back on top. But kudos to Triple H, because he had to be the last one for the story.
Yeah, because they kept feuding after that.
Because that's the story. I mean, Shawn Michaels versus anyone else last, it's not the same. At the time, Triple H was, again, he was the game. You know?
Yeah.
He was the final boss. He was the first final boss.
They even took it a step forward and were in 3 stages of hell match at some point. Which, goodness gracious, man. Which is a street fight, a steel cage match, and then a ladder match.
Yeah. What pay-per-view was that at?
Armageddon.
2002?
Yeah, that was the December 2002 pay-per-view.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, dude, all of those, if you haven't seen the Triple H, Shawn Michaels feud, I mean, their last man standing match at Royal Rumble 2004 is incredible. WrestleMania 20, Triple Threat's great. Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell is fantastic. I mean, they really gave it to each other.
40-minute Elimination Chamber match.
Wow.
Off the gates. So that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch a lot of that time because a lot of these feuds are so interesting.
Well, and all of those first 3 Elimination Chamber matches were all incredible. Specifically, again, the first one was amazing, as we're talking about. The second one was incredible.
SummerSlam the next year.
Triple
H got his revenge.
And, again, because Goldberg was in there. Goldberg, I think, speared maybe Randy Orton or Jericho through the glass.
Yeah.
Might have been the first time the glass had really broken like that. And Goldberg, mixed with that, device. But then the third one took place at, I want to say, New Year's Revolution.
In 05.
In
Puerto Rico. Look at you killing him.
And the crowd was on fire. And that lineup and that match
Triple H, Batista, Benoit, Jericho, Edge, Orton. Michaels is a special guest referee.
This one was brutal.
Yeah.
And the crowd...
You got to have blood in Puerto Rico,
the international crowd was... So those 3, if you really want to get acquainted with the Elimination Chamber match, the new version is fun. It's fun, but these were brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. Yeah. And, so they're fun for a different reason.
And they went to... they even said the 4th one with Cena, Carlito, Chris Masters, Kane, Angle, and Michaels at the following New Year's Revolution.
That's where they lose me.
Cool. Not a fan of that one?
No, because again, you go from legends, you go from legends to Chris Masterson, or Masters, who was a gimmick.
Come on, man, it was a master lock.
Who else was on it?
Carlito.
Okay, which again, kind of a gimmick guy. Which
Kane,
we love Carlito.
Angle, and Michaels. So you get Kane, Angle, Michaels, and Cena.
Kane, Angle,
yeah,
and
they
Michaels
throw Masters and Carlito in there, but I mean, come on.
So all I'm saying is those first 3
because
are literal, like, if we're comparing wrestling to Mozart type stuff, like it's a symphony.
And then
first 3.
the 5th one, it was ECW.
And it wasn't good, right?
Lashley, Big Show, CM Punk, Hardcore Holly, Rob Van Dam, and Test.
I mean, really just no chemistry. A bunch of folks with seemingly no chemistry.
The 6th one would have lost me immediately. Undertaker, Batista, Big Daddy V, Finley, MVP, and the Great Khalil.
I mean, what are we doing here, right? I mean, none of those guys. I mean, all those, like, again, like, okay.
That shows you
when did they start to get good again?
The talent, though, because that was SmackDown's that year. The Raw was Triple H, Jericho, Jeff Hardy, JBL, Shawn Michaels, and Umaga.
Okay, that's a better one.
Yeah.
And then where'd they go?
Nah, you don't want to know.
What year did they start to get good again?
That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, the year that the
Fiend
won. No, the year that the Fiend won. the WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber match. I want to say it was maybe 2016,
They
2017.
did do a tag team Elimination Chamber. I forgot about that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, New Day, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, the Los Matadores, the Ascension, and the Lucha Dragons, and primetime players.
Interesting.
What a waste of a first tag team.
Yeah.
They could do it now and pop off. Bray Wyatt, John Cena, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose, and The Miz in 2017.
So that was when they started to get good again. The Fiend won the World Heavyweight title to walk into WrestleMania with it. Not World Heavyweight, WWE Championship. But that was a really good one. I think John Cena walked in as champion, and Bray Wyatt won that match.
Yes, Cena came in as champ.
Now they start, and they start doing the women's, which
They
is...
did a women's tag team Elimination Chamber.
When?
2019. The Boss and Hug Connection beat Carmella and Naomi, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, Nia Jackson, Tamina, and the Iconics, and the Riot Squad.
How do I not remember that?
It must have been bad.
That bad?
Yeah.
I mean,
because some of these ladies ones were bangers. Like that.
The singles.
Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Mickey James, Sasha Banks, Sonya Deville. In 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So they've gotten good again. Yeah, they've had a lot of tag teams that I don't remember.
Right?
Because I was hyped. I thought I created a new idea in my head.
Are you sure that these were actual Elimination Chamber matches and not just matches at Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, these are Elimination Chamber matches.
Weird.
You remember that it was in Saudi Arabia in 2022.
Yeah, that's where it was Goldberg versus Roman Reigns, I think.
Brock Lesnar won that one against Lashley. That's when he hurt Lashley, remember?
Yeah.
Styles, Theory, Riddle, and Rollins.
See, all it takes is one person that doesn't belong in the Elimination
To throw
Chamber
it off.
for it to be bad.
Yep.
Really, and then once there's two people that are bad, you're like,
what?
Not even watching it.
Yeah, like Viscera and Khali, Great Khali, in the same one.
Right.
No,
but now luckily WWE doesn't have that problem.
That's fair.
Last year Montez had a great moment, or 2 years ago.
Yeah, he flipped. He did the Spider-Man from the top.
Last year's was huge. Rhea Ripley. It was Australia. Nia Jax versus Rhea.
Yeah,
huge match. So
it's in Canada this time.
I look forward to it. I do look forward to I look forward to all of these pay-per-views every year, because when you think about it now, they all kind of mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They're not overused.
It's now WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble, you earn a spot at WrestleMania. Elimination Chamber, you earn a spot at WrestleMania. Money in the Bank, you're trying to win the contract. King and Queen of the Ring gets you a title shot.
Yep.
It's very exciting. These
you're right. They mean something.
like all of these PLEs, they now mean something and kind of help move things along and create more stories based around competition.
Yes.
But I was talking about this earlier. People's, got to stop saying that it's people's dreams.
Yeah.
Right? Like
everyone's story, bro.
They keep saying, it's his dream to headline WrestleMania. We're talking about CM Punk, and they're it's CM Punk's dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know the underlying thing is the dream.
Yeah.
But when have we ever cared about CM Punk's dreams?
Right.
Like, why do we care about this dude? Like, he doesn't care about our dreams.
Yeah.
Historically, but now we care about his. So I think the whole it's my dream. Seth Rollins, it's been my dream. Finn Balor, it's been my dream.
Even John Cena to a point. It's my dream in my last year.
Like, I like the Bianca Belairs that were like, this was not my dream. I'm just really good at this thing.
Yeah. Charlotte, same. This wasn't her dream.
I mean, but then she came out.
Yeah.
And did her promo where she's like, it's my passion, which, okay, that's different.
Yeah.
And she's already accomplished her. I mean, I don't know what other dream she could have in WWE other than taking the company from from the,
It's mine now.
So I don't know. I just think, what do you think about this whole, I think we could change the word dream to goal.
Yeah.
It's my goal.
Just switch it. You know me. I just want some variation.
Yeah.
You're right. It can't be everybody's dream. Get some different motivation.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I am a wrestler, and they tell me that main eventing WrestleMania is good. I think I'll go do that.
Says you're the best. I think I'm the best.
Yeah, what happened to wanting to be the best?
That's why I like Gunther.
Yeah.
It's because Gunther's like, this is your dream.
Yeah.
He's like...
And to a point, Jey Uso. You know, like Jey, he hadn't led hard on that dream. He's leaning harder on the...
Hard work.
Well, he's leaning hard on the, I know I'm not supposed to be here.
And hard work.
I just keep winning.
Road dog. You haven't
He's
seen
not,
how
this is
hard
my
work.
dream. This is my destiny. He doesn't say that.
Right.
He's like, I'm happy to be here.
Right. But I think we just need more folks like Gunther coming out being like, this wasn't my dream.
Yeah.
You know, the industry needed me.
I do love that. Y'all need me way more than I need you.
That's I'm all about like the Logan Paul kind of level of like, this was never my dream. I'm just
good.
I'm just good and rich and have time on my I love that layer. You know, but this whole anti-hero thing, it's hard when it's hard to hate someone when you know this is like, we're talking about Drew McIntyre and it's like, yeah, we want him to be angry, but we know.
Yeah. I agree with you. That's a good point. All right, man. I got a dream Elimination Chamber match for you.
Oh, lay it on me.
All right. So clearly they have a history here. I want Shawn Michaels and Triple H starting it off. 1 and 2. They don't need to go in the pods. They starting it off. Then give me Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Sabu.
Who?
That dude can murder some people in there. And then my wild card that I'm so bummed we never got to see him in one of these because I think my man would have shined. Bam Bam Bigelow. You need a big guy, but you need a versatile big guy.
Totally.
Bam Bam's that dude.
I love it.
Yeah, man. I think that could be a banger of a match, right?
That would be a banger of a
All of those guys can hang on their own. All those guys can get ruthless if they have to. And Shawn Michaels and Triple H are just going to beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And then Sabu's going to do some crazy off. He's probably going to find a way to get out the cage and then do a somersault in the. He's going to do something crazy. And Bam Bam's just going. He's probably going to do a backflip off the top of a chamber. So yeah, I'm here for it.
Gosh, that's a good lineup. I'd love to see just like Triple H giving Bam Bam the freaking pedigree.
Yeah, you know he's going to sell it.
Exposed.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Steel.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels hitting sweet chin music on top of the chamber to Sabu, and Sabu selling it, falling backwards, probably hitting the ropes on his way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Gosh, that's great. All right, you want to hear
got?
mine?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm having, to start it off,
Okay.
we're having Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, great selection.
And we're going to go with Mick Foley.
Ooh, those two didn't cross paths a lot. I like that.
I'm thinking Eddie Guerrero, Mick Foley, because both guys that will like just lay it all out on the line in like very different ways. All right. Then I'm going Diamond Dallas Page. Old school Diamond Dallas Page. Like 3
jeans in the vest.
Like 3 layers of steel.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the Ready to Rumble theme here.
Just like that Diamond Dallas Page. Absolutely ruthless, cerebral.
Love it.
Like going for it.
Because people forget that he played mind games. He was great at it.
Absolutely. Then I'm going Triple H.
Got to. I feel like it's kind of his signature match.
Signature match. And when I think of my associations with great elimination chambers, I'm thinking Triple H.
Smart.
And then this isn't popular, but I'm going Goldberg.
Okay.
Because he's just an animal.
You just want to see him spear someone through the pot.
I want to see him destroy people.
Yeah.
I want to see him not care about anyone's bodies.
Yeah. So you want him to kill Bret Hart again?
I want him to just go absolutely. Cool. I want to see Goldberg and Eddie Guerrero.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
And then my final one.
All right. Who's rounding it out?
This one was tough, right?
Yep.
Because part of me's thinking, do I go like someone new?
Okay.
Do I go old school?
Like you're putting the dream video game scenario to test here. I love it. Like, I kind of want to go play this on. I find an old. I think I got like WWE 16 or something. Like, go put these guys in the Elimination Chamber.
But I'm also thinking, who would try and do the craziest thing in a match?
Who would?
Shane O'Mac.
Money, money, money.
And when you just get all of the people in there, I'm thinking, this is chaos. I think mine is chaos.
That was a curveball I did not see coming, sir.
Think about Shane O'Mac's
you're
history.
right. You are right.
Like, I don't know if we can even count down the ridiculous
We need to one night.
things.
Yeah.
We need to do a whole Shane McMahon appreciation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that guy was absolutely reckless.
Coast to coast.
So there's a
through
theme
the
with
Titan
mine.
Cron.
There's a little recklessness with the bodies.
Yeah. I mean, you got to. It's Elimination Chamber.
I mean, Shane O'Mac and Mankind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
gross.
Oh.
I don't even want to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know that I can watch.
You might want to put Perk Angle in there and just see what happens.
And and I hear mine back, and I'm thinking, is there one person that kind of throws us off? Because they're all legends, but I don't know if mine has yours has chemistry.
Yeah.
Mine has just.
But chaos can create chemistry, though.
Mine has pure chaos.
But you got straight legends that know how to handle the chaos.
Yeah, like Triple H would keep Goldberg in line.
He'd be the maestro of it. You know, Triple H would be calling it.
He'd call it.
And he'd relay stuff to Eddie, and Eddie would be the second. And Mick's just a soldier. He's like, tell me where I'm going. Through that pod? All right, sounds good. Goldberg.
Yeah.
So I think the chemistry is more there than you think.
Yeah. Because those guys all like had this thing where they're like, yeah, this isn't a show.
Yeah. Oh no. I
have
to die out here.
Like, yeah, and like I'm a badass.
Yes.
And no one is gonna look at me like I'm not a badass.
Anybody lose an ear?
Yeah.
Well, awesome, man. I'm excited about Elimination Chamber. It's been a throwaway
kind of
PLE for the last couple of years, so I'm excited that, like we kept saying, the most star-studded Rumble in years. I think we're gearing towards the most star-studded Chamber in years, because already Punk and Cena 1 and 2.
Yeah, Punk and Cena, and then these qualifying matches are all pretty star-studded. Seth Rollins will end up in there, probably.
I'd like a Finn Balor, maybe
why
a wild card.
Roman Reigns be in there? Roman Reigns is probably going to be in there.
Dude, that's amazing. Like, just Seth, CM Punk, Roman, Cena. I don't even care who the other two are. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think
Drew and Priest round out their feud so they can.
I don't know that you put
that's what I'm saying.
Them in there, but
KO, Sammy, like there's a lot of different.
Right.
Well, we got to think Logan Paul or Roman.
No, so
or
Logan
Ray.
Paul's definitely going to be, or Logan Paul or Rey Mysterio, which again, wouldn't Logan Paul, the character, want a shot at WrestleMania, right? Like you got, I
can see him being like, nah, I can't, and triple it. They can play that in the storyline. But I'm excited, man. Either way they go, like you can have Punk and Cena in there with 4 schmucks, and I'm happy with it, because there aren't schmucks anymore.
Yeah, they're not going to have.
There's nobody on there that I'm like, as long as so and so isn't in it.
They're not going to throw Otis in the Elimination Chamber.
And which, even if they built it up storyline, I'd be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what I'm saying. There's purpose behind it.
Like if Chad Gable was in Elimination Chamber, he's no longer.
We didn't even talk about him going on his journey.
Yeah, he's no longer a throwaway guy.
I'm excited. There's no throwaway guys anymore. Mm-mm. Everyone is great. Guys, thank y'all so much for checking out Spandex StandUps history lesson on the first ever Elimination Chamber, because it is Elimination Chamber season, so we'll probably have some more coming up for you. Check out Evan Berke comedy. Check out Drew Harrison comedy. We'll see you next time.